news was, I said, did you need help with something? And then he says, not necessarily. Now at this point, I'm like, why are you texting me? Like, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, I didn't say that, but now at this point I'm confused because the only other option I could think is that he's looking to network, or that the dude is just reaching out to maybe try to create a connection that is unnecessary, as I'm already with someone. So I'm a very direct person. I don't play like that. So when this had happened, I had talked to my man when he had told me not necessarily, and then told me his major, and then he was like, how are you though, like, basically. And that's when I'm getting the feeling like, okay, is this really network, or is you looking to network? So that's when I just then said, I'm good, hope you're good too. I didn't want to know if he was good or not, because I'm trying to just get my answers, and I'm like that. So he then tells me, or no, I then tell him, like, yeah, I have a boyfriend. I'm not, so if you're trying to waste your time in that sense, like, don't even try. The only thing I could think of is you're trying to network, but other than that, like, not interested. He basically then says, oh no, like, I understand, I should have clarified more on my side, and told me that he had a girl too, so it wasn't even like that. And that when he told me he had a girl, that made me more like relieved. I was suspicious from the start, because I've always, especially if I don't have your phone number in my phone, I don't know who I'm talking to, so I'm thinking it's someone pretending to be him. But I asked my brother, I even told him to see if this is his number, because we used to play with him and his brother before. So I tried to get my brother to get on his old phone to see if that was his number, and it wasn't, so he probably got a new number or something. But I tested that theory out. See, just know, you guys, I was always suspicious from the start. I didn't even know if it was him. I didn't know anything. Okay. Going back to it, he clarified and he said, I'm starting this business. I have a mentor named Rah, and he had basically asked me, that leads to my question, are you interested in generating more income? Oh yeah, and he said that's why he's going through his contacts, and apparently I was there. And he was basically, when he had asked me that, again, I'm not familiar with this, okay? So when he asked me that, I'm thinking he's trying to get suggestions from others to determine how he wants to do his business that he's creating or whatever. I'm just thinking he's just asking me, like, on, like, my thoughts of if one should keep in mind of generating more income, or just, like, stick to one. And I just went on my rant of, like, my opinion on it, and at the end I hope it answers your question, and, like, it didn't, because it was more of like a yes or no question is what he was seeking, but I didn't know that. He later then says, oh, like, I really admire, individuals like us, basically, but I don't want to confuse you. I was wondering if we can get into a 3-way call with my mentor. He did also mention that it had to do something with his business in e-commerce. interested, because not only did I have too much going on, no thank you. So we left it at that. He said, okay, cool, all love, whatever, and boom, that was that. Now, few days, I delete that message completely. I still haven't added his phone number as my contacts. None of that still happened. Okay. And eventually, he texts me a few days later saying, hey, if you're not interested, are you interested in checking out my retail business? My retail business. Now at this point, I'm thinking it's his own website he made, his own shop, his own business. And the thing about me is, I'd like to support, other small businesses and stuff like that where I can. I'm not a big creator myself, but I do what I can to help others out. And so that's when I was like, yeah, sure, what's the web? I said, yeah, I'll check it out. What's the website? He didn't give it to me. Instead, he said, oh, is there a way we can Zoom call or something to just basically get my preference to, or to determine which products are best for me. And I'm thinking, why, in my head, I'm like, why don't you have a bot thing, to survey that for people to help pick out the products that they need, or just have them buy whatever they want on the website by choice. So that confused me. He ended up being in one of my classes. I'm just like, why don't we meet in the building there? And I also said the building there, and I didn't specify which one, because I also wanted to make sure it was him. I still didn't know if it was him for real. Eventually, we met up, and he's telling me about these products and that he does. And I'm like, yeah, I was wondering why you did meetups or Zoom calls when you could just do it all online or something. And he said, yeah, it's to, build a connection with his customers. And I was eating that up. Eating that up. And I ain't even gonna lie, that sample was good. We brought samples because we had met in person instead. And yeah, I didn't want to try it when he was there. I wanted to try it later when I got back to my place. But he was like, you could just try one right now if you want. And when I had tried it, it was good, y'all. It was good. And I'm checking out the website, and he's just, talking. It's regular network type of conversation. And I'm like, yeah, could you pick up if you wanted to? And, just to avoid shipping costs and stuff like that. And that's where I should have got it, okay? Where he was like, yeah, he'll still ship it, but what, I could do is Cash App him, and that's how I'll get it, but, it'll still basically be shipped to you. And, again, I'm thinking this is his business, so it's wouldn't you have this inventory with you for me to be able to do pickup? Right. And he's showing me the website, whatever. Conversation ends there. And he, oh no, not to mention, he did also say that another person, from a school we used to go to, had also bought from his website. Just giving me these little details of that it's trustworthy, I get on the bus to then get to my car to then leave. While I was on the bus, I was on that website and I was doing my research. I don't know why, I'm just always suspicious of everything. So I'm on that website, I'm looking, and then I went on the website again, just trying to see the brand, because originally I had went through with this because I was more interested in the gym products, especially because my brother is into that as well, and I'm trying to find me some cheap alternative shop because ain't none of these things cheap. Protein powders ain't cheap. If you want a good one, you know, them good protein shakes too aren't cheap. Okay, so that's why I had wanted to see what is this really about, to then compare it to other brands and places. So when I had tried that protein shake and I said it was good, I wasn't lying. I went to search up the brand to compare, and it turns out it was the only brand within that website. It's only sold through that website that Dave gave me. I then see a Reddit post saying that that website was a scam. Oh my gosh. This is making me mad all over again. But now I go, and everything that Reddit was saying, it was exactly what I was experiencing. So rather than him recruiting me, he couldn't recruit me, so he tried to gain me as a customer. That's the connection right there, and maybe try to lure me to getting into his thing. So originally that I thought this was his company line. Wasn't his company line. He was just working within this company, and that mentor, that is who got him into that company. I just know it. I didn't ask. When I found out, I took a screenshot of one of the posts. I had talked to my boyfriend and my brother how to go on with it, because the thing about me is, like I said, I'm direct. So I'm like, hey, I'm not interested as a customer. I found out this, and I don't know if you're in on it too, but I'm disappointed if you are, because it was an MLM business, basically, you guys. They just usually never work out. Most of them are pyramid schemes, and in this, if you work usually within these type of businesses, you're choosing profit over your own friends. So that's why they do that, is they take their connection of knowing you before to then try to recruit you, because they don't get profit over what you buy from them, but the people they are able to recruit, basically. If you want to do more of your research on that, you can, because I'm not well educated in that area. But he basically texted, and I said, yeah, this is one post out of many, because I sent him that screenshot too, because I did confirm about it, and he's like, I'm sorry, that opinions of others deterred you away from the honest connection and network that I wanted to have. At that time, I didn't think much of it, but looking back at it now, that just pissed me off, because basically saying oh, I'm sorry that others online had made you feel I don't know, almost trying to insult my intelligence. And I know, and he knows he's wrong for that, because you guys, I ended up finding out too, he had tried to get my brother's friend's little brother as well. It's insane. But the dude is blocked because they did say, hope you have a good summer, and I was like, hope you have a good summer too. The moment it delivered, I blocked him. Because you guys just avoid being around people like that. I don't play like that. I don't care. I used to know you. I used to know you for 8 years. You're not about to do that to me. And it's the fact that you guys, it's work that could get you in trouble with the law, okay? I don't play that. The company itself has been around for a long time, and you just wonder, why have they never made it big? Why were they never ever known? For a good reason. So, and yeah, I think, and when my brother had told me that he had tried to get his friend's little brother, his friend is very educated in that area, so he knew the moment that Dave texted his little brother that that it was like a scam, and he basically had told Dave, that's not like you, that's wrong, and he still did it. A lot of people that are in it, y'all, they genuinely can be brainwashed, and I should have also known, because he did tell me that he was in this for a year. If you're working with someone that you've known for a year, you probably have some like type of loyalty to them, and either, oh yeah, and he also said that they were like good people. He said he was also suspicious about it, and that they genuinely, it has been nothing short but great with them. That's when I knew he's either manipulated by them, or he knows he is, and it's just continuing to do that type of work. But I just want to warn y'all about that. Not all your friends is your friends. Not people you used to know may be the same people you used to know. People change. Some might not. But I just want y'all to stay safe out there. And the worst thing is, y'all, you probably gonna see this video because I did give him out my channel, because I originally thought, again, this was his business, like his own line of business that he owns, but it wasn't. And I did that because I was like, oh, maybe I could do like a little promotion thing to get, your business name out, and especially trying to do stuff like that, I'm very cautious, because I would never want to put out something to y'all that I know is just dead wrong. I wouldn't want y'all to be played basically either. So I'm just glad that I stayed cautious, suspicious, and yeah. So yeah, be safe out here, you guys. And that's only just one of the things that I have dealt with during these weeks that I was gone. How long was I gone? Maybe that long, and I've already just dealt with that. So that's how you know. That's how you know. I don't know if I explained it well, because it's like 12 a.m. I hope I did explain it well. I did to my best ability. Yeah. I'ma also maybe dim the brightness as well, because I do know I've been seeing that in videos, and a lot of people in the comments like it, so I wanna try it out myself. I'm showing off my chopper because I got to. And guess who got me this? My man. Oh yeah, and he was so happy when I blocked him too. And the thing is, I was hesitant to block him, but that was also because I was in denial to be a victim, but, or to almost basically be a victim, you know? Because the thing is, I saw nothing out of it just because I never liked Dave, and it was such a long time ago that I was just like, oh, this is just, you know, to me, I just feel like everyone's just on their own path now, and to where you just need that maturity to just network with those that, you know, but like, Bokura Dokta Doni Doni Chopa. I haven't watched One Piece in so long. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm like out of it, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Okay. I hope I ranted really good. I hope I wasn't too loud or too quiet. I hope it was perfect for y'all. But besides,